Hello, everyone. This is Rob. That's Nick. We're coming at you actually for the second time now in what is going to be exploring the power rankings with Rob and Nick. As I said, we actually tried to run through this once before, but the audio cut out after 2 minutes, even though we were probably talking for what? What do you say, Nick? 10 to 15?
I would say it was probably close to 20 minutes.
20 minutes of us talking to nobody. That is how it goes here on Appleton. Yeah, we're losers. So I wanted to start off a weekly fantasy recap of the prior matchups from last week. Go over a little bit of the waiver wire ads, any trades that gone on, as well as do some forecasting into next week, where me and Nick will make some picks on our predictions, and we'll see how we do.
Should we start with the picks, or should we start with...
Should we start with the picks? No, we'll save the picks because it'll make more sense to transition that way. Here, one sec. Let me just want to make that over on the side. Make sure this doesn't shit out on me again. So, we'll start with the headlines and the injury updates. Saquon Barkley.
That's what I'm saying.
And, we already gave a little bit of a spiel on this before. And, Neil, man, it's tough being you. To have Antonio Brown retire. Hey, I mean, maybe we can, include AFL players in this league or arena football players, because I got a feeling that Antonio Brown's got to go play there. I mean, that's the perfect type of environment for him. All those fucking nut jobs. But yeah, anyways, to have Antonio Brown retire, to have Saquon get injured, to have put up the second most points in the league and be 0-3 to this point, I mean, it's going to be tough. A tough ways going for you for the rest of the year. I feel for you. I have the most points in the league right now. Humble brag, I know. And to only be 1-2, that's the way she goes. That is just the way she goes. So, sorry to Neil. Meanwhile, on the flip side of the leaderboard, we got Mr. Mike, Mr. Goodman, at 3-0, coming off a big win against Big Melon. Melon, you care to comment on that one?
I don't have too much to say. I think that I would have been pretty out of place being 3-0, having put up the least points in the league to this point.
That is Mr. Humble coming at you.
But a couple of different decisions in the lineup there. Big Melon could have started at 3-0 with the least amount of points, and that would have been something.
And how would that have happened? Your kicker there?
No, Greg Olson.
Greg Olson, if you started Greg Olson.
Good game, but you live and you learn.
Shit happens. And I just want to say that, I don't know how many people expected Mike to be this good going into the year, at least to start. I certainly didn't. I'm still a little surprised at his record as of current, 3-0 with the team he's got. I mean, going through, it's really not that inspiring. It's not like, a G-esque team of 2018, 2019. He's got Alvin Kamara, but you look beyond that, Nick Chubb has been He's got Julian Edelman, Kenny Golladay. Mark Andrews had, I think, one big week. Just kind of surprised is all. We'll see how he does going forward. He's got T.Y. on the bench, so that'll help out his receiving core. But
Mark Andrews had 2 big weeks.
Did he have 2?
Yeah, first 2 weeks.
All right, well,
Week 3, though, 1 point.
Those tight ends, and I think I talked about it when we first started with someone else. If you can find those George Kittles of the world that
Granted,
had nothing going in the season.
We're looking at week 1 and week 2 versus Miami and Arizona.
So, yeah, take it with a grain of salt, Mike.
Week 3 versus Kansas City, that was his 1 point week.
And they're not even a great defense either. So, kind of surprising. We'll see where he goes from here. Kind of some other teams to note here. As I mentioned, Neil down at the bottom. Kind of already talked about him. Another team I find particularly interesting is Steve, mostly because he's a sport management major and for the second straight year still doesn't seem to understand sports. The least points in the league, chasing guys from 2 years past, and Leonard Fournette. What are you doing, guy?
For a guy who loves LeSean so much, he doesn't play him.
Yeah, I mean, at least give Mark credit about James White. No one thinks we should play him, but Mark plays him.
Pretty sure he sat him last
We
week.
might have sat him last week, but for the most part, he's consistent. So, I mean, I look at your bench here, Steve. I see Larry Fitzgerald, and I think, why isn't he starting? You have Sammy Watkins who had one good week, but I'm not holding out hope for him. With the way just fits his consistency. You look at Hollywood Brown, another solid player. You're not playing him. And fantasy takes balls. Like you gotta make these calls and sit players that you don't really want to sit. You can't just let these guys sit on your bench.
His picture is that chick from The Incredibles.
Ooh, the hot one with the pants, Mrs. Incredible,
Yeah. Edna.
Edna.
Yeah.
And you know what? I like it.
Me too. I'm in.
Kudos to Steve. Maybe we'll have a look through everybody's logos at the end here. Give a favorite.
We can just do it right now.
That's true. Well, you want to go through and give your favorite, and I'll look at the top three.
Well, yeah,
while I
I'll
go through
run
this.
through them because I don't know them all off the top of my head. But
All right.
Team Beans, Beer Keg,
All right. I mean, that's a fan favorite, but I don't know if it's a winner. Keep
Press
going.
Bucket, the ESPN helmet.
Eh.
Not great.
Hartford Hooligan with the dog.
A dog.
Big fan of dogs. In on dogs.
Singapore Pangas. We've been over this.
Yep. I can't really tell what Team Frogs is what's his name? What the fuck is his name?
We all know who we're thinking
The
about.
Frogs.
The Frogs got Alex Jones.
Alex Jones. All right.
There it is.
Neil, you stay tried and true to yours.
Respectable. Team Wide Hips is everyone's seen that one.
What is that? I can't even tell.
Some wide hips.
Is it just some wide hips?
Mark
All right. Big fan of
has
that.
literally the same logo as Justin.
All right. Well, you guys get negative points for creativity.
Big Melon is
You got the beer can?
just a beer.
I think I have a football player. Yep. He has a mustache, though. Give me some
Does.
credit.
If I had to put it to a vote, I might give it to Steve.
G going with just a plain-looking woman. That's kind of odd. I would have expected some. What's the thing he has? The pillow.
Ryan the Lion.
Ryan the Lion. Frankly, kind of surprised that's not your team name, G. Yeah. So moving along again. I didn't really talk too much about teams. Frankly speaking, I'd like to. I'll kind of delve into them in the matchup. So I'll give a look at the scoreboard right now from last week. Do a little recap. We can talk about it. I'll start off with Team Beans versus Team Pangas. Why can't I take a look at this here? Give me a quick box
Are
score.
you talking week 3?
Yes, we're doing.
That would have been Team Beans versus
So I was looking at the
the
next
Hartford
week.
Hooligans.
Okay.
A real close matchup.
What was it? How close?
89-88.
Ooh, a 1 point. Did it come down to any Monday night games? Does it look like?
Let's see.
Oh, it did. Wait, potentially the Bears. Didn't they play last night?
They did.
Who had the Bears? The team that lost. Oh, Hartford Hooligan almost
Chicago D almost did it.
doing it for you. Coming within 1. That is tough, man. Those are the games that, especially getting 20 points out of a defense. How often do you lose when you get 20 points out of a defense? I'll tell you when. When only 2 other guys on your team put up double-digit points. That's why. Julio with 18. Kyler with 16. No one else topping 9 even. Freeman been disappointing this year. Josh Jacobs, a lot of people have been high on him. Didn't do much. DeAndre, I mean, for the receivers you have, that's shocking. But you'll have, hopefully, A.J. Green coming back soon. Meanwhile, Team Beans getting a lot of production from Patty Mahomes, Evan Ingram, and the boys. So, big win for Beans there.
So the only other close one we have from last week is G and Neal. 2-point game.
G and Neal had a 2-point game. And did that come down to a Monday night game? Do we know? Quick recap.
This is what, the Bears versus Redskins? Does that sound right?
Yeah, that sounds about right. Anyone?
No, this one may have been decided on Sunday.
Decided on Sunday, huh? Taking a look, I mean, Saquon going out early. That did Neal in right there.
Calvin
Ridley not even getting a single point after having, I think he was a top 5 receiver after last week. That hurts. To have the performance he did for Mike Evans and to still lose. Oh man, when he got rust, he got danger rust. Russell Wilson with 41. I think that might be a season high. We'll try and keep track of that as the weeks go forward. But
out of any quarterback?
Out of anybody.
Any player?
I think any player, the highest scoring performance this year.
Very well it could be.
I can't think of anyone who's proven otherwise.
I'm not sure how to check that, but
we can come back to it next week. That'll be a note to take. Let's see. Moving along. Who did we look at? We didn't look at.
Those are the only close ones I saw.
Yeah, so we have the Crust Bucket laying the beat down on Steve. I remember Justin said it was a rock fight in the chat. 103 is a decent number, though. I'm not going to look too much into that there because Steve's team sucks. Team wide hips only. We touched upon your game there. Delving into my own, I was pissed off this week. My team started out hot, and it really just turned into a matchup for matchup thing with Mark. Philip Lindsay matching Mark Ingram, Amari Cooper matching Keenan Allen. It was really Deshaun Watson that did me in, as well as kind of his kicker there, and I'll kind of delve into the reasons why I made the trade I did with Skeena this week in a bit. Also, Marvin Jones. Fuck Marvin Jones, first of all. That guy is I don't even know what to describe him as. Asshole? That's far too nice of a word to describe that guy.
Why do you say that?
He is a fringe wide receiver 3 every single year. And it's only because he has these like 1 or 2 like average performances that vault him into that category. And he had it against me, and I'm just fucking salty about it, I guess. Anyways,
Should we look at next week?
We should do quick fast facts. You ready for the fast facts?
Oh yeah.
Not quick enough.
We already did that.
We did that. I know.
We're doing it again.
Again, we're doing it. We're doing some of these bits again.
All right,
so
give me a quick recap of your trade with Skeena.
Quick recap. It was need-based. He had a solid backup quarterback and tight end. I have Jared Goff, and Tyler Eifert needed it. He needed a running back. I gave him one who I think has high potential, and David Montgomery, as well as Demarcus Robinson. And I think a lot of people here are probably in on Demarcus Robinson. So
I know I am. For the time being, they got a lot of good wide receivers.
We'll see how he is when Tyreek Hill comes back for sure.
All right, we got Team Beans picking up Kenyon Drake.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think?
Yeah, not much to say there.
Okay, I agree. Team Batya, Eric Ebron for Tyler Eifert.
That was me. I don't even plan on playing Ebron.
Okay.
Sorry, Schemes.
We're not playing him. Mark, dropping Cam Newton.
Interesting choice there. Cutting bait with Cam Newton after 1 week.
And picking up Wayne Gallman.
Wayne Gallbladder. You hear that, folks?
An interesting stat. Wayne Gallman rostered on 53% of teams. Up from 1% last week.
What did he do last week?
You want to know what he did last week? 13 yards for 1 point.
What? Is he British? Is that why? Like, I can't imagine why he picked this guy up.
Well, he's going to be taking on Saquon's load.
Oh, he's the running back for the Giants?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. So
Forgive me.
Interesting to see how that plays out.
Okay, keep on going.
We got Steve picking up Will Disley. Another, this is a strange one. But he got rid of Robbie Anderson, who I'm not a fan of.
I mean, what Jets receiver can you be a fan of?
It's not even that. It's just...
You don't like Robbie
The guy
Anderson?
rubs me the wrong way.
Is it his first name?
No, maybe. We'll talk about that later. Team Beans drops Demarius.
Another Jets receiver. Can't go wrong with, especially with how Antonio Brown got released. Philip Dorsett, he showed a lot of promise last year for us.
One. I think that's good. Neil, McCole Hardman.
McCole Hardman, can't go wrong there. I like Demarcus Robinson more, I'll be honest, but McCole's...
Still a decent addition.
Yeah, I mean, he's playable.
And let's see. Mark adds Daniel Jones.
Mark, all in on the Giants, apparently.
Apparently.
Daniel Jones, and I will say that I heard today that he is the fourth fastest quarterback through 3 weeks. They clocked top speed, and I think he was at like 19.2 miles an hour. The only other guys that were ahead of him, Lamar Jackson, obviously. And I don't remember. Kyler Murray was 1, and Mahomes was 4. He was or 5. He was right after him. Daniel Jones is up there though.
Jameis Winston.
Nah, just because he's black doesn't mean he's fast, Nick. Come on.
Jeez, well,
I'll have to cut that out of this bit.
This is where that podcast is going, huh?
Keep going. Any others?
We got, last but not least, Neil adding Mason Crosby, making a kicker change.
It's a big move. All right, that it?
That's it. That's all I got.
That is it for transactions. We talked about my trade. We talked about the matchups. We talked about injuries and anecdotes. I guess now would be a quick commercial break to bring you our sponsor for the evening. It is Shipyard Smashed Pumpkin. Nick, you care to give any thoughts on this so far?
It's shit. Don't buy it.
Yeah, just because it is October almost does not mean it is the season for decorating or drinking pumpkin beers. Not that it's ever the season for drinking pumpkin beers, because after this one, I frankly never want to have another one.
Are we getting endorsed for this advertisement?
We'll talk about that later.
We're really just shitting on it.
Yeah, no, we're not endorsing it.
Okay.
It sucks. Please don't buy it. You know what? What's that app? Be sure to leave a bad review on that beer app. Untapped. So I guess now would be the time that me and Nick will start making our predictions for next week. And we can pick the same, I'd say, though it would be less fun. We could do one of those things where we just alternate picks and we see how it ends up.
I'm down with that.
So you want first pick or second pick?
It depends. Who's the first matchup?
I mean, there's do you want to do it like that, or do you want to just pick at will? We'll just go by matchup, and I'll give you first pick. Okay.
Hit me with the first matchup.
So because this is on, we'll start with me.
It's gonna be you, huh?
Yeah. So me versus Mike. Any preliminary thoughts? Are you looking at the matchup at all?
Yeah, I just got it pulled up.
Okay. Give Nick a minute here. Oh, I'm getting bad. Can you guys hear this, I wonder?
It is that bad.
I have an ad playing.
Well,
Try the screamy
you got
snippets. There's a little
you got
smoothness.
Goodman projected to outscore you by 7 points, 97 to 90.
Mind you, my trade hasn't gone through yet.
Okay, and remind me who that's giving you. You're getting us.
I'm getting Austin Hooper to replace Tyler Eifert at tight end and Brady to replace Goff. I'm not sure who I'll play at quarterback yet, because Brady's playing the Bills and Goff is playing the Bucks. So that could change. I'm not sure though.
Well, I like Goff against the Bucks. I think he's got high potential there. I think. What do we got? We got Wentz against the Packers. That seems like a pretty even matchup in my mind between the two of them.
Okay.
I think. Oh, we got Kamara and Zeke playing each other.
Oh. That's tough. I think Philly has a better front. Although I think Cowboys are better pass rushers.
I'm apt to take Kamara in that matchup, I think.
Okay.
Got a little bit of a better feeling about him there. So I'm going to give Goody a +1 on that.
Ingram and Chubb?
Ingram and Chubb also playing each other.
Wow.
Interesting how that works out.
That will be a fun Sunday, Goody. Looking forward to it.
I'm going to, just based off what I've seen out of Ingram so far, I'm going to take Ingram on that one.
All right, so
I like
back
Chubb,
to
but I'm taking Ingram.
back to an even.
We're back to even. We got Edelman and Devontae Adams.
You're gonna kill me if I don't go +2 on these receivers. You're telling me Julian Edelman and Kenny Galladay are gonna
Well, I'll
outscore?
give you Cooper over Galladay, that's for sure.
Okay.
So you got a +1 there. Edelman and Adams, though. But didn't Jules get hurt last week?
He did. He had a chest injury. He'll be back.
Questionable. See, kind of like Jules better on that one.
We'll
Maybe
see.
that's just my bias as a Pats fan,
That's
but I'm
fine. You got to make the pick.
taking you back to even. Andrews and Ebron.
It's gonna be Hooper though.
It's gonna be Hooper. You're not a fan of Hooper though.
I like Hooper.
Regardless, with luck out, I'm taking Hooper.
Okay. Over Andrews.
That's what it would be anyway, because you're taking Ebron out. But yeah, I'll take Hooper over Andrews.
Okay. Joshy, Mr. Patty.
Big hit or miss guy in my mind.
Fair.
What do I say? You're up 1 right now? Or
Yeah.
are we even?
I think I'm up 1. We're gonna have to speed this up too because we're taking a long time.
Alright, I'm out on Gordon. I'm in on Jones. I'm taking the Rams defense, and I'll take Lutz over Kostowski.
So that leaves us about
So we're
even.
about even.
Push.
I'm gonna push it. I'm gonna go with Goodman.
Okay, I'll bet on myself every day of the week. Next up, we got Bloody Wanker and Hartford Hooligan. Current projections as they stand favor. It looks like the Hartford Hooligan. ESPN's given Deshaun, Philip Lindsay the edge, Josh Jacobs over Wayne Gallman. Definitely going to agree there. Keenan Allen over Hopkins, and then the rest of Tom's team pretty much. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to give it to the Hooligan. I like his team top down.
All right, give me the next one. I'll make it quick.
So next on the board, we have little load. We got Team Frogs and the Crust Bucket. Right now, the Crust Bucket is projected to beat Neil by 9. It's tough to go with with Neil on anything right now. His team is it's suffering. He could be the 08 or 09 Lions whenever they went 0-16.
You know, I hate to say it. I think Lamar will have a big game against the Browns. I find it a little harder to bet on Mike Evans this week against the Rams. I'm gonna have to go with the Crust Bucket.
But, I mean, that's an easy
My
choice.
apologies, Neil.
I'm betting on UNG. Projected to be a close one. I'm going to have to dive a little bit more into the details on this one. This one is not so cut and dry. G also this year not quite replicating the performance you